And this one here is the slip stitch. This one we're going to be using a single thread because this is ideally for hems, and we want to make it as invisible as possible. And to make it a single stitch or single thread, we're going to be having like one thread that is here that's threaded longer than the other. And I'm just going to pull this a little bit more. Okay. And then this is my hem here. I'm not gonna knot my end. So as I did in my other stitches, I'm gonna just tack it, which means you're gonna be stitching it 3-4 times in the same spot like this. And this anchors it right on the, and this one, my tacking, I'm not sewing through all the way. I am only sewing through the crease of my hem or crease of my fold like this. So slip stitch, we start off here. And the important thing when we're hemming is to make sure we have one finger, the way we're holding it, you can use your middle finger or your index finger, doesn't matter. And this finger here will tell you whether or not you're going too far, when you're poking it. And like any sort of hem, I'm gonna pick 1 or 2 threads like this this is what I would consider my self. This is like the rest of my skirt or pant and so on. And this is the hem. Like this here, 1 or 2 threads like this. And then I'm gonna go underneath the crease of my fold like this here. So you can see here, so I'm gonna hold this out. So this is the crease of my fold like this. And then I'm gonna pull here. And then once I pull it out, I'm gonna go back to the self, pick 1 or 2 threads like this here. 1 or 2 threads like this, pull it through here, and then go back underneath to the crease of my fold like this here. And then I'm gonna pull that through and go back to the self, which is like 1 thread like this. And then pull that through here, and then go back to the crease like that here. And I'm gonna open this up so you can see a little better. Here, pull that through. And you want to make sure your thread is taut. The tension is taut, not tight, but just taut, like that. And go back to the self layer. 1 or 2 threads, like that. Actually, that one's a little more than 2, but we'll see. Here. Then we go back over here, and right underneath the crease, or the fold of your hem, like that here. And then we're gonna pull it through. And then we're gonna catch about maybe 1 thread or so underneath here. And we wanna make sure you don't go all the way through. And then gonna go underneath here, go back over here, and right to where the crease is. There. Just keep on doing it. Here and underneath the crease like this here. And so as you can see underneath it, the reason I'm using black thread is so you can see it, but if this were a matching thread, you shouldn't be able to see too much of it. You might just see 1 or 2 pricks on there that way. And so this is the slip stitch.